Welcome, artists, to the beginner drawing lesson. My name is Lisa Short. I'm really happy you could be here with me. We're going to divide this up into units, and the units are really going to cover, some basic drawing skills. Many of you have reached out to me and said, you're looking for more technical artist skills, and we're not going to go on perfection here. We're going to just talk about, how we can be great artists. So we want to talk about what we're seeing first. A lot of times when people start drawing, we start drawing with shapes. And these shapes are pretty interesting. There's a lot we can do with them. But, if we're going to draw people, we think of that shape. But we want to start learning how to see what's actually there and not draw symbols. Okay? So we're going to tackle something that trips almost every adult up who draws, which is symbol drawing. That's when your brain jumps ahead and draws things it thinks something looks like instead of what your eyes actually see. So if we think we see a flower, we think we see a person, we think we see a building, and we put the little windows. And what we're going to do is actually start training our brain to notice what's really there and get our hand and our brain communicating without pressure or worrying about it being wrong, because that's where most people get tripped up. They're like, oh, I went to draw this person and it just looks like that. Okay. Well, it's a skill. It's something to practice, something to learn. This isn't something that I learned. Everybody's like, tells me, oh, you're such a great artist. Well, not really. I'm just somebody that's practiced a lot. Okay. So by the end of this first lesson, you'll start slowing down and training your eyes to truly observe and, not to just rely on symbols. Okay. So this first activity, I'm even going to turn in my sketchbook, and we're going to do what they call a blind contour drawing. And it's when you absolutely do not look at your paper whatsoever. So you have to look around the room, and you're going to find something that's in the room that you could draw. So it could be your hand. I put my other hand here. Of course, that defeats the purpose. Maybe I have to put it somewhere else. For me, I have some paint brushes and things that are over here in a little holder. So I think I'll just draw those. Okay, so keep your eyes on the object, not the paper. We don't want to worry about mistakes. Focus on the movement of your eyes and hands together. And then, in a moment, I'll have a question for you to answer. Okay, so feel free to pause the video, complete your drawing, spend 5-10 minutes on it. Don't make it something that takes forever. Okay. But when you're looking at an object, you want to just stare at the object and draw what you think you see. I probably didn't connect there. Oh, it did. Okay, good surprise. I didn't think it would. Okay, there's my paintbrush. I looked at it for those last 2 lines. Not too bad. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Complete your drawing. Welcome back. Okay, how did it feel to trust your eyes instead of your brain? The drawing may look strange, but, that's exactly what we want. Okay, we're teaching your brain to see. Okay, so let's try our next activity. It's called a modified contour drawing. So we're going to combine observation with slight awareness on the paper to improve your accuracy. So you're going to probably look a little bit. So you'll draw the same object again, but you can glance at your paper occasionally. Focus on slow observation. Notice edges, curves, the negative space around it, and what the proportions are. Okay, that's a giant list. So you want to just look at, where do the shapes connect? Do they curve together? Is there a little lip, a little edge? Okay, so you go slow, don't rush. Compare your drawing to the object as you go and focus on the shapes that you're going to draw. Go ahead and pause. You can take another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we can kind of compare how the two look. Okay, welcome back. This is going to be a much more detailed. So think about, I want you to notice how slowing down and observing details, it changes what you capture. The more you do this, it will actually cause you to rely on the symbols less. And you'll start to notice the details more, okay? So a few extra tips that I have for slowing down your visual processing. You want to look carefully before you draw. Spend a few seconds studying the shapes, angles, and the relationships between the item and what it's around. And then notice negative space. What's the area around your object? Okay. Mine actually is sitting in a holder. So that was the part I didn't start to add. Okay, what's happening? What's happening around it? Okay, what's it in? What's going on? Okay. Draw lightly at first. It allows you to adjust more details, and then focus on lines and edges first. Then add the internal details. Okay. So even after I did my light sketch, I went back over with my pencil with more pressure. And this can still have more adjustment as it goes. And notice it's starting to, every time I do something, it looks more and more real, more and more like what I'm seeing. I can see little dark areas, little light areas. Okay, so today we practice slowing down, trusting our eyes and drawing what we can actually see. Remember, these drawings aren't about perfection. They're just about building your visual memory and observation skills. So feel free to share anything that you've been drawing with this lesson. You don't have to share, you're not obligated to, it's your sketchbook. So try some more of these challenges, and I think you'll be very impressed with what you start to come up with. Thank you so much for drawing with me today, and I hope this blind contour and modified contour lesson helped you. So share and post with us, after trying some of these ideas this week, do you feel like your drawings have actually improved? Okay, thank you so much. Have fun drawing.